Let's just say it. Money feels like the last thing we're allowed to talk about as mom entrepreneurs. We either have to pretend like we're killing it or stay quiet and hope that no one asks. But what about the messy middle? The late client payments, the income dips, the months where you just don't pay yourself at all. That's what we're talking about today. No filters, no fluff, just the honest truth about making and managing money while raising kids and running a business. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Moms Make Money podcast. I'm your host, Jenny. I'm the owner of Moms Make Money Collective, a podcast and visibility strategist and mom of two. Many moms feel like we need to sacrifice our careers for our children, but I wholeheartedly believe that we can have a thriving business and family at the same time. In this podcast, we're going to be diving into the ins and outs of running a business as a mom and getting real and raw about all things parenting. So buckle up because we're about to go all in. Hey, and welcome back to Moms Make Money, the show where we get real about building a sustainable business in the margins of motherhood. And today, we're getting into a topic that's often whispered about behind closed doors, but rarely talked about openly, and that's money. Not just revenue goals or flashy income reports, but the real stuff. What it's like when money's tight, how inconsistent income messes with your mindset, what we actually pay ourselves, and why no one's talking about it, especially in the mom entrepreneur space. So let's break the silence because we deserve to talk about money without shame. So let's be honest, money talk in the online space is either super inflated or braggy or completely hidden and shame-filled. As moms, we're especially conditioned to downplay our earnings. We say things like, it's just a little side hustle, or I'm not in it for the money, or I want to contribute just a little. But let's be clear, wanting to make money from your business is not greedy. It's smart, it's empowering, and it's necessary. So let me give you the real picture from my world. There have been months where I brought in 10K plus and felt on top of the world. And there have also been months, especially in the last 2 years, where I didn't hit my baseline goal and I had to rework the budget. I've had clients pay late, I've had launches that flopped, and I've questioned if I was charging enough more times than I can count. There were seasons where I was pouring in hours of work and barely paying myself, and other seasons where I had more money than time and still felt like I should be doing more. Because money mindset, it doesn't magically fix itself once you hit a certain number. Here's something I wish I'd heard earlier in my journey. Inconsistent income is normal when you're building a business, especially in the beginning and especially when you're raising kids. But no one tells you how emotionally exhausting it really is. 1 month, you're feeling on top of the world. The next, you're constantly refreshing your PayPal and your Stripe and wondering what you're doing wrong. I've learned how to stop attaching my worthiness to my income. This is easier said than done, I know, but it's been a game changer for me. Want to know something wild? So many entrepreneurs making anywhere between 5 to 8K a month are paying themselves less than 2K because taxes, expenses, team, tools, all the things add up really fast. And yet we still continue to compare ourselves to this highlight reel without context. So let me say this. You're not behind if your take-home pay is modest right now. You're not less of a business owner because you're working towards consistency. And you're not alone if your financial situation feels messy. Let's stop glamorizing revenue and start talking about profit, about how we want money to feel in our businesses. So what if your money goals look like this? Enough to pay yourself reliably, even during a slow month. Enough to take off time without panic. Enough to say yes to a family trip or extra childcare without guilt. And enough to build a cushion so your business doesn't break when life gets lifey. That's not small thinking, that's sustainable thinking. That's real success. Money doesn't define you, but it can empower you. You deserve to make money in a way that feels good. You don't have to hustle for scraps or settle for shame. Let's normalize open money conversations without comparison, without guilt, and without gatekeeping. If this episode hit home for you, let's keep the conversation going. DM me over on Instagram at jenny.sunnison or share this with another mom who needs to hear it. Money isn't the only reason that we do this, but it's a big part of why we keep doing this. And you're allowed to want more on your terms. I'll see you next week for another honest conversation. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'd love it if you would head on over to our free Facebook group called Moms Make Money Collective to connect with us further. If you're more of an Instagram fan, make sure you're following us on Instagram at Moms Make Money Collective. If you're loving the show, make sure to leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcast. Your feedback means the absolute world to us. We'll see you in the next episode.